Pranam man.
हाँ नमस्ते। Okay, we'll start with our prayer. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Sahana Vavatu Sahanu Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om. Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya मृत्युर्मा अमृतं गमय आविराविर्मयेधि ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ तव कथामृतं तप्तजीवनं कविभिरीडितं कल्मषापहं श्रवणमङ्गलं श्रीमदाततं भुवि गृह्णन्ति ये भूरिदा जनाः May we be protected, may we be nourished, may we strive with energy and vigor. May our study be enlightening and not give rise to hostility. Om peace, peace, peace. Lead us to truth and not to untruth. Lead us to enlightenment, not ignorance. Lead us to immortality and not death. Let the self-manifest Atman grow in me. Om peace, peace, peace. Your nectar-like words and inspiring, warm life stories eulogized by learned sages are indeed eradicator of shoots of ignorance. These are auspicious to hear and propitious to inculcate in one's own life. Those who take these words to the world are indeed great benefactors of the world. Yesterday we had Jnana Yoga class. That means knowledge, Vedanta Sara, the gist of Vedanta. What is the gist of Vedanta? Gist of Vedanta is the self. Ishvara sarvabhutanam riddesha Arjuna tishtati. O Arjuna, God resides in the heart of every soul. So that soul is to be realized. That is the goal of knowledge. Now we are weak people. We don't understand that much. Soul and all these things. So God makes concession. He makes easy for us. He comes out and shows in various ways. Then only we understand. Otherwise, how can we understand who is beyond mind, vakya manatita, beyond speech and mind? Yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasa saha. Even speech and mind cannot reach there. Without reaching there, it returns. Who is beyond cause, beyond space-time. How can we know him? So he incarnates himself. That is why we have wonderful mother and Sri Ramakrishna. So they incarnated for the welfare of the people. Then we understand a little. So it's like that. Mother was so affectionate. She would not eat anything until her sons would eat. So in Jairambati, when she was in Jairambati, she always would eat last. And in villages it's common, all the men folk eat first and then women folk. And mother would eat last. Now, when she would come to Kolkata, that means Calcutta, Udbodhan house, then her disciples were very embarrassed. Disciples, Guru will eat later, and disciples are eating first. How it is possible? So they came to a compromise. What happened? Now, both, Sharat Maharaj was her disciple. So, Sharat Maharaj on main people would sit in one room, and mother and all the women folk would sit in another. And first, something will be offered to mother, and mother would take a little bit of this and then would send to Sharat Maharaj and other men folk. And then it will go simultaneously. Now, once it happened that Jairam Bati, in Jairam Bati, when mother was in Jairam Bati, then a very, you know, clever, you can say, a clever devotee, that no Maharaj, I said, oh mother, uh, this is your birthday, so you have to feed yourself first, and then we'll take prasad. So he was very happy. Mother said, okay, what to do? So mother, like a machine, she was taken to that place, and all the items were served to her, and she took a little and tried to eat, but she could not eat. Only little she ate, and then left everything. So first that devotee thought, oh, see, I am there, I am so good devotee that mother had agreed to eat first. But what happened actually? Mother could not eat that day. So then he could understand and repented for that. So mother is such, with affection. She would feed her children first. We are, see here also, somehow food comes. We are never, hungry, it comes. So mother was such. Even mother used to make lots of betel nut and, betel leaf. In Indian way, that's after food, it's like mouth refreshener. And people would eat. So she would make very nicely for devotees, and for Thakur, very ordinary way. So somebody asked her, this good one for whom? And this one bad one for whom? So mother said, this is for Thakur, because Thakur is my own, and the good one is for devotees. Why? Because I have to make them my own. So this is mother. This is such a love without any result, no expecting any results. Mother is to love all children. Such a divine love. Is it possible? And mother, many times would, sacrifice herself for the devotees. Once it happened, now this is not sacrifice, this is, once a doctor Maharaj in Udbodhan, he would come late, and for that he would get a scolding for food. So one day it got very late, so he got a good scolding. Then he was weeping. So the mother came to his rescue. Said, what happened? Oh, I got late. Why you get late? He said, Raja Maharaj, that means Swami Brahmanji, told me to complete 10,000 japam every day. So to complete that, I have to devote extra time, and sometimes I forget. And Raja Maharaj told that if you forget, you have to start again, because the fruit of your japam is eaten by a demon. Mother started laughing, said, oh, it is just to draw your attention to japam, not to waver. Mind should not waver. That is why Rakala said. But now onward, I am saying you come first, eat with everyone, and then go and do japam. Even if it is not complete, don't worry. I'll take care of that. So mother is so considerate. So this is, it is divine. love, love for all. This is very important. So we should cultivate this. Now, in Brahman, Brahman is like basis of everything, fine. But we don't find this human quality. So for that we need some examples. So same truth incarnates himself or herself in human form. So we understand. So anyway, with this introduction, let us continue our study. Yes, Paul.
Yes. Okay, it's working. Okay, we're on page 285.
Yes.
With the relatives. Holy Mother was very fond of her uncle Nilmadov and treated him as she would her own father. When devotees offered her expensive out of season fruits, she gave them to her uncle. If her attendant protested against this excessive kindness, she would say, Uncle has only a little while to live. Let him fulfill all his desires. We shall live a long time and will have many opportunities to enjoy these things. Nilmadov suffered from asthma from time to time, and in March 1905, after returning from Puri, he, he became bedridden. Despite treatment by several doctors and Holy Mother's devoted care, Nilmadov's illness became critical. Ashu and a woman devotee nursed him on his last day. On that day, Holy Mother finished her worship and rushed to her uncle's sickbed. She wanted to stay by his side and refused to eat her midday meal. Ashu told her that death was not imminent and persuaded her to have her meal. Holy Mother hurriedly finished her meal and returned to her uncle, but there she saw sadness on the attendants' faces. Startled, she asked, Is he then no more? They remained silent. In a voice shaking with grief and anger, she said, Why did you send me away to eat that trash? I could not see him in his last moments. She wept loudly, as if she had lost her own father. She then went to the shrine to get 2 flowers that had been offered to the Master. She placed those flowers on her uncle's head and chest and repeated a mantra to pray for the peace of his soul. Nilmadov's body was carried to Kashi Mitra's gut on the bank of the Ganges to be cremated. Prasanna performed the last rites, and according to custom, on the 4th day after his death, Holy Mother fed those who carried her uncle's body and gave a cloth to each of them.
So, like it is said that human being is the highest creation of this world. As Swami Vivekananda would say, that it is the Taj Mahal of all buildings. That means highest. So this temple is very precious, and here the expression of divinity is possible. Sri Ramakrishna would say, Manush Kamga, is man a trifle? Why? Because it can conceive, it can think of God. An elephant is such a big animal, but it cannot think of God. But human being is endowed with a special quality, that is thinking or meditating on God, and developing such or human qualities, love, respect. These are very important, very precious. So in our lives also we need to have that. That Vedanta is good in its own place, but only Vedanta makes a bit dry. That is why I need to cultivate bhakti, devotion. Very important. So this way the fulfillment comes. Swami Vivekananda would say that if suppose all your blood goes to your leg or goes to head, is it a healthy body? No. It should be equitably distributed. Right kind of circulation in head requires more, and feet and limbs require less. Therefore, it should be distributed. Blood should be distributed according to the need. Then it's a healthy body. So, what happens if one cultivates only knowledge? So he becomes a bit dry. But devotion sometimes makes emotional and sentimental. So to counter that, Swami Vivekananda said that one should um, equitably cultivate devotion, knowledge, and even he should meditate accordingly, and also karma yoga. So all yogas are to be practiced. We have hands, we should work. We have head, we should think. We have hearts, so we should feel. If we leave one, then what will happen? That will degenerate. If I don't work, then what will happen? Then hands will be degenerated. If I don't think, then mind will be degenerated. And if I don't feel for others, then the heart will be, it is not used. The machine may be there, it will still pump, but that's physical. But heart here means the center of our being. There it is there. That is why we need to cultivate all. It should not be one-sided. And Sri Ramakrishna would say that I like to eat in all possible way. Why should I be monotonous? I should cultivate knowledge, I should cultivate bhakti, I should cultivate meditation and work, etc., whatever, everything. So that's the way. So here we see in Holy Mother, what a love for her uncle. Yes.
Holy Mother's brother Prasanna lived in a cheap rented house with a tiled roof on Simla Street in central Calcutta. Shortly after Radu's birth in January 1900, he married his elder daughter Nalini to Pramata Nath Bhattacharya of Gogat, Hooghly. Prasanna then brought his wife Ramapriya, his new son-in-law, and his two daughters Nalini and Maku to his Calcutta residence. Soon after their arrival, Pramata became very ill with a fever and cough. Holy Mother was concerned and sent Ashu to look after him. She also visited Pramata frequently. Ashu knew a young doctor and brought him to examine the patient. He diagnosed the disease as double pneumonia and provided medicine that cured Pramata within a few days. It so happened that this young doctor had been betrayed by his wife. As a result, he used alcohol and drugs heavily. He confided his problem to his friend Ashu and said that he was planning to kill himself. Soon after this, M invited Holy Mother and some other devotees to his Jamapukur house for a festival. Holy Mother performed the worship in M's shrine. Meanwhile, Ashu visited his doctor friend who lived nearby and said to him, "Please come with me." Without knowing where he was going, the doctor followed Ashu, wearing casual clothing. On the way, Ashu told him, "I told you previously if you received initiation from Holy Mother, your mental agony would go away." "But I have already eaten my food," said the doctor. Ashu said, "The Mother will decide about it." Ashu took his friend to M's house and asked him to wait downstairs. He went to Holy Mother, who was still in the shrine, and requested her to give his friend initiation. The mother agreed and said that the doctor should immediately come to the shrine. After receiving initiation, the doctor felt tremendous peace and his face beamed with joy. Thus, Holy Mother changed this young doctor's life. Later, in 1906 or 1907, this doctor helped with the relief work of the Ramakrishna Mission in East Bengal and treated many devotees without charge. When Holy Mother was living at 2/1 Bagbazar Street, she was taken by horse carriage to various places for sightseeing. One day, in April 1905, Ashu took her to the studio of V. Datta on Chitpur Road and arranged to have some photographs taken. A group picture was taken with Holy Mother, Lakshmi, Nalini, Radu, and others. Sometime during the next month, Swami Virajananda arranged to have a picture of Holy Mother taken at the studio of Van Dyke Company on Chowringhi Road, now Jawaharlal Nehru Road.
Hmm. So the Swami Virajananji was a disciple of Holy Mother, and he became a president also later. Yes, it's a story. So we go ahead.
Lalit Mohan Chattopadhyay, the mother's heroic devotee. During this period, Lalit Mohan Chattopadhyay, a wealthy man who held an important position at the Dickinson Company, became a devotee of Holy Mother. One day he arranged a festival in his house on Chutarpara Lane and invited M. Dr. Kanjilal and some devotees of the Master and Mother. On that occasion, Holy Mother initiated him and his wife, Prasadi Devi, in his shrine. Lalit had his own carriage, which he placed at Holy Mother's disposal. The mother used his carriage whenever she needed it. When gramophones first became available in Calcutta, Lalit bought one and played it for Holy Mother. She and her companions enjoyed hearing kirtan and other songs played on the machine.
Mm. Also, one thing that carriage that time it was uh, horse driven car. That time there was no car, so uh, he had one. And again, another thing is gramophone. That time the gramophone came to market, and he had one. So it was rare that time. So he many times he was referred as Kaiser because he had a big mustache like Kaiser. Okay.
Lalit was a heroic devotee and a great benefactor of the Ramakrishna mission. He had a mustache like the German Kaiser, so Swami Brahmananda used to call him Kaiser. Whenever Holy Mother had any problem, Lalit was there to take care of it, and whenever she was ill, Dr. Kanjilal would rush to look after her. When these two visited Jairambati, the mother cooked for them and tried to make their lives comfortable there. Once Lalit was seriously ill and several famous doctors were treating him. Every day Holy Mother sent Ashu for news of Lalit's condition. When his condition became critical, Prasadi rushed to Holy Mother and asked her to bless her dying husband. Holy Mother told Ashu, "Take this offered flower and put it on his head. Tell him that he will be cured soon. Ask him to have Ayurvedic treatment. I am offering tulsi, holy basil, every day to the Master for him."
So that
Lalit
was the
came around.
custom to offer a tulsi for uh, somebody's welfare to Sri Ramakrishna. So this is um, a custom like that, tulsi, offering tulsi. And Ayurvedic, that time Ayurveda was um, mainly practiced. Homeopathy also was there, and allopathic, say modern medicine, that also was there, but Ayurveda was practiced more. Hmm.
Lalit came around after taking the Ayurvedic treatment, but the mother said, "It is due to Prasadi's virtue that Lalit got back his life this time. I can't bear to hear Prasadi's pitiful cries."
So Prasadi is wife of Kaiser, and this is another mm, way of understanding that in India, husband and wife is so close. Wife is totally dedicated and prays for, because otherwise she'll become widow. So to save that, mm, so I mean nobody wants to be widow. That's why, especially ladies. So uh, so generally that's the way of talking. Yes. And mother said so, so that must be true. Yes.
On 19 oh oh all right. On 19 December 1909, Holy Mother told Arupananda, "Lalit has given me much financial help. He takes me out in his carriage. He regularly sends money for worship services in Dakshineshwar and Kamarpur. My Lalit has a heart worth 1,000,000 rupees. There are many who are miserly despite their wealth." A story of Padma Binod. Binod Bihare Som was a student at M's school. He had visited Ramakrishna a few times and received the master's blessings. His home was on Ramkanta Bose Street in Bagbazar, close to Holy Mother's residence. He is known to the devotees as Padma Binod. In his youth he joined the theatre and became a famous actor. Over time, however, he became an alcoholic and had financial difficulties. Sometimes he visited Swami Shardananda, whom he called Dosta or friend.
Okay.
On
Why
his way,
why we are studying all these characters? All these lives. It is like this. To make a say painting, what we do? We take various colors and then we put it, and a figure comes out. Okay, for like this also, like this one, what is there? When say, many dots are there. So when all these dots are placed properly, then only a picture comes. So that is why we need to understand the characters or the devotees and interaction with that. That way we understand what is an incarnation. So all these are contributing mother's character and depicting her character. So that's why we have all the stories of various devotees. Very important. Otherwise, it's blank, like blank paper. Sri Ramakrishna, if he is in meditation, what is that? But how he interacted with the devotees and what he told through those interactions, what he conveyed through those interactions, those are very important. That is why we need to study the lives of devotees. So here Padma Vinod, those. Okay, go ahead.
on his way home one night after a performance, the drunk Padma Binod knocked at Shardananda's window, calling out, "Dosta, Dosta." The Swami did not respond, and he asked others to keep quiet. Holy Mother lived upstairs, and Shardananda did not want her sleep to be disturbed. After calling a few times, Padma Binod said, "Dosta, I came and called you and you did not respond." He then left. Another night Padma Binod, drunk, came again. When no one answered his call, he started to sing to Holy Mother in a plaintive voice. "Waken, Mother, throw open your door. I cannot find my way through the dark. My heart is afraid. How often I have called out your name. Yet, kind Mother, how strangely you are acting today. Soundly you are sleeping in your room, leaving your poor child alone outside. I am all skin and bones from crying. Mother, O mother, with proper tone, pitch, and mode, using all the three gamuts, I call so loud, and still you sleep on. Is it because I was lost in play that you shun me now? Look on me kindly, and I shall not go playing again. To whom can I run, leaving your side? Who but my mother will bear the load of this wretched child? As Padma Binod sang in the street with all his soul, Holy Mother opened one of her windows. When Shardananda heard the shutters open, he said, "Ah, he broke the mother's sleep." Holy Mother looked down at Padma Binod. He said, "Mother, so you have gotten up. You have finally heard your child's call. Now please accept my salutation." Saying so, he rolled on the street and put the dust on his head. Shardananda and Ashu watched him through a shutter. As he walked away, Padma Binod began to sing another song. Cherish my precious mother, Shyama, tenderly within, O mine. May you and I alone behold her, letting no one else intrude.
Hmm. Yeah. So these are songs, real songs. So he sang those, and now he adds a little addition to that. So these are very nice songs. It is to depict, a devotee how he calls to mother with devotion, with piteous tone, like a child is crying, and mother cannot stop herself when a child cries. So these are the things, though he was a drunk that time, and he had many bad qualities, but still mother was so kind to open the window and bless him. Okay, start that one.
With emphasis, he improvised a new line, and surely not my dosta, referring to Shardananda. The next day, Holy Mother asked about him and was told his story. Did you notice his firm conviction? She remarked.
Yeah.
Padma Binod came again another night.
So
When
like there
Holy Mother
that the wordings are মন তুই দেখ আর আমি দেখি আর যেন কেউ না দেখে. No one should see except you and me, oh my mind. And even not even my dost. So that way. So did you notice his conviction? She remarked. So conviction, see, like even a child is full of faults. Mother is to take care of her child. So that conviction should be there. That's very important. So, people think, oh, I have committed something or this, that. Not to worry. Have full faith in mother. Mother will take care. Mother cannot throw her child. And mother would say that if my child is soiled, then who will clean? I have to clean my child. I have to wash and put fresh garments and all care. So that is why we need to have that burning faith to mother. Yes.
Padma Binod came again another night. When Holy Mother heard him call out, she opened her window. Seeing her from the street, Padma Binod sang the following song. O Mother Shaima, you love cremation grounds, so I made my heart a cremation ground and you danced there. The blazing fire of a funeral pyre is burning day and night, and all my desires of the heart are burnt to ashes. Now do thou reveal yourself unto me. Mother, you have put Lord Shiva under your feet. I want to see your rhythmic dance.
Yeah. So here burning fire, burning ghat, that means all the desires and also expectation, desire, and so many things. The six passions, those are to be burned. Then only Mother Shyama will dance there. Shyama, Shyama. So Shyama means black. So her complexion is black. We don't see anything, but actually, in that blackness, she shines forth. Like yogis, they close their eyes and try to see her. So there, it is self-illuminating. So this is the way we should pray. Pray to Mother. Oh Mother, please bless me. Give me devotion. So this way one should pray. Yes.
The next morning Ashu told Holy Mother, "He is disturbing your sleep." She replied, "It is all right, my son. I cannot contain myself when he calls on me in that way."
Like Mother,
But
another time she said, once Mother was taking food, and a woman woman of questionable character came and said, "Mother, please give me." And then he took that plate for Sri Ramakrishna and placed there, but Sri Ramakrishna could not touch it because of her impurity. And when she left, then Holy Mother went there and Sri Ramakrishna complained, "Why did you give her? Don't you know that what is her character?" Then Mother said, "When somebody approaches me and saying Mother, I cannot stop. So please don't mind it." And then Mother said, "Now please eat." And Sri Ramakrishna, like a good boy, started eating. So that time Mother cleansed that food, and also out of respect to Mother, Sri Ramakrishna had the food. So this is outwardly. So one point is that if you approach Mother saying Mother, then Mother takes all your difficulties and even impurities. It doesn't mean that one should be impure. No, no, no. Mother used to pray that, "Oh God, please make me pure. Even moon has got some spots. Make my character spotless." So that is the way. And then we also feel contented. We feel also like I belong to Mother and Mother belongs to me. If you commit uh, some mistake or ill, something will come in between. You cannot have that burning faith. So that's why one should be pure in and one should cultivate purity. Yes.
Padma Binod stopped coming soon after. Some days later his young son came to tell Shardananda that Padma Binod was seriously ill. The Swami arranged for his treatment. Padma Binod was suffering from dropsy, so Dr. Pranadhan Basu tapped and removed some water from his belly. This treatment was not helpful, so Padma Binod was sent to Shambhunath Pandit Hospital in South Calcutta, where an English doctor performed surgery. The doctor lost hope when he found that Padma Binod's intestines had become septic as a result of his alcoholism. Padma Binod asked Ashu, who was attending him, to read the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna to him. Ashu opened the book at random and began to read where Padma Binod's name was mentioned. As Padma Binod listened, tears trickled from his eyes. Just after 1 a.m., repeating the name of the Master, he breathed his last. His friends and relatives carried his body to the Kirotala cremation ground in South Calcutta.
Kyodatala.
Kiro, Kirotala.
Kyodatala. Anyway, Kyoda is a kind of, like incense, that a tree, big tree, and the incense is there. So, so Kyodatala. So, underneath the Kyoda. Anyway, that's the name also.
At noon, Ashu returned to Holy Mother's residence and reported everything to her. The mother remarked, "Why should it not be like that? Surely he was a child of the Master. No doubt he covered himself with mud, but now he has gone back to the Master's arms where he belongs."
Yeah. See, like a character, such a character, and he got blessings from Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother. So it is to show how loving mother was and how even he was full of dirt, but mother did not shun or throw him away, rather accepted him. Yes, next.
Holy Mother in Jairambati. In May 1905, Holy Mother decided to visit Jairambati. Before her departure, she called for Swami Premananda to come from Belar Mutt. She then handed the Master's amulet to him and asked him to worship it every day. She had carried it with her for many years, and now she wanted it kept in a safe place. She did, she did not want to risk taking it to Jairambati because someone might steal it if she became ill. This was the first time Holy Mother took the train to Jairambati. Krishnalal, Swami Dhirananda, and Brahmachari Ganen accompanied her to Vishnupur, arriving at 1:30 p.m. Ashu had gone to Vishnupur on the previous day to make arrangements for the mother to rest and eat in an inn. The mother was very pleased with the arrangements. Krishnalal and Ganen returned to Calcutta by the night train. She and all her companions left Vishnupur for Jairambati in the evening, taking 4 bullock carts. In the morning, they arrived at Kotalpur and had their noon meal in an inn. A palanquin was hired for Holy Mother and Radu, while the others traveled in bullock carts.
That time traveling was really very difficult. It is a barely 60 miles. Here you can go in 1 hour, but still there it takes 2 hours maybe. And that time it was 2 days. That also in block cart, and the whole night block cart will move. Luckily that time railway also came. So railway, that steam engine. Now we have electric engine. Okay, go ahead.
The previous year, Holy Mother had not attended the Jagadatri Puja in Jairambati, so this year it was done. Swami Shardanand, Holy Mother was highly respected in her community because the villagers observed how many famous and distinguished people would come to Jairambati for spiritual instruction from her. But she was extremely humble. One sec, sorry, choking on my throat. Um, but she was extremely humble. Once Ganesh Ghoshal of Kamarpakur, one of the master's schoolmates, came to visit the mother. When she was about to bow down to him, he protested and said, "Mother, it is inauspicious if a mother bows down to her son." He bowed down to the mother instead and received her blessing.
Hmm. See how what a humility. We are so proud of ourselves. Like we are always like proud of ourselves. Why should I bow down? Mother is bowing down. And Sri Ramakrishna also used to bow down. Like that time, um, people used to greet with, like Namaste, Ram Ram. So like that state. But Sri Ramakrishna started bowing down, like touching his forehead on the ground. And Sri Ramakrishna taught even have to have prostrate, like lying down like a log, and then completely surrender to God. But it's only for men folk, for for ladies, they have to do half, not full. Like they are already high. They don't need. They are at mother's feet. So that concession is given. But men folk, bit egoistic, so they should prostrate totally. So anyway, yeah, go ahead.
In the later part of 1905, Brahmachari Girija went to Jairambati for initiation, accompanied by his friend Batu Babu. As soon as they arrived, Holy Mother told them, "My eldest sister-in-law, Ramapriya, Prasanna's wife, has contracted cholera. She cooked lunch, fed the servants, and then all of a sudden began vomiting. There was no doctor or medicine available in Jairambati, and Ramapriya died within 12 hours. Her two daughters, Nalini and Makhu, were very young. Prasanna was then working in Calcutta, and there was no one to look after them. So Holy Mother took responsibility for them as she had done for Radhu. Girija reconsidered asking for initiation under the sad circumstances. So instead, he asked for her permission to visit Vishalakshi in Anur. Holy Mother said,
Vishalakshi is a temple, so mother's temple. Even now people go there. Yes.
Holy Mother said, "Well, you have come from such a distance and with a great expectation. You had better go and have your bath, and I shall give you a mantra." The ever gracious Mother initiated Girija as well as Batu Babu, even though he was not a candidate.
Yeah. So like, it's out of grace. Now what happens? Uh, many times one should see the candidature. Candidate should be willing. Otherwise, if you give something what he or she would neglect, that should not be given. But mother knew their hearts. So if even if they were not ready, mother would give in such a way that they would be happy later. So her case is completely different. Sri Ramakrishna's case is, Sri Ramakrishna would, like weigh the hands of disciples and also very selective. Mother was open. Whosoever came, even who was not a candidate, like here we can see, Batuba was not a candidate, but she gave to him also. So this is grace. Grace has no rules. It comes. It's like flood. It comes automatically. And mother had some companions like Radhu, Maku, Nalini, so all are gathering now. Yes.
Holy Mother said, "Well, you have come from such a distance." Oh, no, I read. Shama Sundaris, passing. In January 1906, on a cold winter day, Holy Mother, Shama Sundari, and some other women were sitting on the veranda enjoying the early morning sun. At that time, a village woman came who made her living by buying vegetables from the Shiromanipur market and then selling them to the villagers in Jairambati. Holy Mother used to buy vegetables from her, and Shama Sundari would give her rice and mustard seeds in exchange. On that day, Shama Sundari was feeling well, and she even helped husk the paddy. She left to answer the call of nature. When she came back, she lay down on Kali Kumar's veranda. Shama Sundari told Ashu, "My child, I feel dizzy. Perhaps this is the end." Holy Mother and other family members rushed to Shama Sundari's side. She expressed a desire to eat pumpkin curry, and Holy Mother assured her she would cook it for her when she got well. Shama Sundari then realized her last moment had arrived. She asked to drink some water, and Holy Mother poured Ganges water in her mouth 3 times. With her finger on her mother's head and chest, she repeated a mantra. At 9 o'clock that morning, Shamasundari breathed her last. Holy Mother wept loudly.
Hmm. So, like passing, also very, very important. One should get ready for that day. So, and it was so um, without any disturbance. Many people suffer also, so many ailments. But she did not suffer, and it happened. Transition happened very smoothly. Yes.
Holy Mother's brothers, Bharata and Kalikumar, carried their mother's body to the bank of the Amodar and cremated it there. The next day, Holy Mother asked her brothers to arrange their mother's Shraddha ceremony, and a list of necessary items was prepared. Ashu
Okay.
left for
It is called
Calcutta with the list.
Shraddha ceremony. Shraddha and Shraddha.
Ah,
Shraddha
Shraddha.
is Shraddha is reverence and respect. Shraddha is out of reference. The rituals are done. So it's last rite. So that's called Shraddha. Okay.
Ashu left for Calcutta with the list. Swami Shardananda arranged to get the articles and sent Ashu back to Jairambati within 3 days. The Shraddha ceremony was performed on a grand scale.
There is a
Many
note.
people were fed with various dishes,
There is a
including
note.
cur-
Brahmachari Akshay Chaitanya quoted from Swami Shardananda's diary on 25th January 1906. Ashu went to Jarambati this morning with purchases for Didima's, Didima's grandma's Shraddha. Okay.
the Shraddha ceremony was performed on a grand scale. Many people were fed with various dishes, including pumpkin curry, to fulfill Shama Sundari's last wish. Moreover, various things were donated to needy people. Holy Mother was exhausted by grief and the hard work required to manage the ceremony. It took her a month to recover. She was worn down physically and she felt empty. Her mother had been her support, her friend, and her guide. Shamasundari was a strong woman who endured many difficulties. She calmly faced poverty after her husband's death and brought up her children heroically. When she married Sharda to Ramakrishna, she suffered for a few years. Along with the other villagers, she initially thought Ramakrishna was insane. Later, of course, her joy knew no bounds when she saw people coming to Jairambati from all over the country to worship her daughter as a goddess. She also witnessed the Master's prediction being fulfilled. Mother, your daughter will have so many children that her ears will burn from constantly being called mother.
Yeah. So she had complained, you know, to whom I have married my daughter and she will not have any children. Then Sri Ramakrishna assured, don't worry, mother, that she will listen so much of cry of mother, mother, mother that her ear will be burned. So later that happened. And still it is going on worldwide. Worldwide. Mother is special. Very special. Yes. Even those who don't understand, in our retreat we have that picture. People worship her and offer some, stone, sometimes poem and offer to offer to mother. They don't know the name. Who is this? They don't know. But seeing her, is so impressive that first we see Sri Ram, Swami Vivekananda, dazzling personality. We are attracted, and he went to America, and he gave a lecture there. Sisters and brothers of America. So it is very dazzling. Then we discover Sri Ramakrishna, his guru. Oh, Swami Vivekananda would bow down to him and this. So we are attracted to Sri Ramakrishna. But later we find mother and then we settle there. Okay. And so Swamiji would say, oh, you have to do this and that. You should not do this and that. Sri Ramakrishna also is a bit mild, but still disciplinary. But mother is free. Okay, go ahead.
Shamasundari was a simple, sweet village woman. She was extremely fond of the Master's disciples, and she was overjoyed when Holy Mother's disciples and devotees addressed her as Didima or grandmother. Deeply religious, Shamasundari considered her household to consist of God and godly people. Occasionally she had a glimpse of Holy Mother's divine personality. She once said, "Child, who are you? Do I really know your true nature?" Holy Mother replied with a show of annoyance, "Who do you think I am? Do you see me with four arms? If I were not a human being, why should I have been born of your womb?" Another day,
So this is
Shamasun
covering power, Mother covers her glory and keeps, the simple nature of people. Otherwise, if she shows her glory, then people will be afraid. And it will be difficult for them to go near her because of her awe-inspiring, like deity. A simple lady sitting there. Yes.
Another day, Shamasundari said to her, "May I have a daughter like you in my next birth, and may my husband have plenty of money. It is so painful to bring up children in dire poverty." Why do you drag me in?" Holy Mother replied. "Do you mean to say that I should bring up your children again?"
Yeah.
Holy Mother was extremely devoted to her godly parents and served them with her heart and soul. She later said about them, "My father was a great devotee of Ramachandra and was extremely benevolent. My mother was also very loving and compassionate. That is why I was born in this family. My mother was like the goddess Lakshmi. She would collect and keep everything neatly ready for Jagadatri Puja. She would say, 'Mine is a family of devotees and gods. Perhaps during the festival, my Sarada, Swami Trigunatitananda, will come and Yogin, Swami Yogananda, may come.' So she would preserve good rice and other things for the festival. She further said, 'As long as I am here, Brahma is here, so is Vishnu, Shiva, and Jagadamba. When I go, they will also accompany me. Is it possible for you to take care of those deities and devotees? My home is the abode of gods and devotees.'"
Yeah. So mother also this glimpse of her expression of her glory. So this is also there. Okay.
Gopal Ma's passing. After losing her mother, Holy Mother returned to Calcutta in April 1906 and lived in the same rented house at 21 Bagbazar Street. Among the women devotees of Ramakrishna, Yogin Ma, Golap Ma, and Gopal Ma were Holy Mother's trusted companions. Toward the end of
Gopalma is
her
that lady. Gopalma, Gopal is baby Krishna who worshipped baby Krishna and he was living. I mean, he would uh, ride on her shoulder and snatch the japamala, the rosary, all kinds of naughtiness. So this is such a wonderful, the whole group of devotees, and everyone is special. Okay. Hmm.
Towards the end of her life, Gopal Ma was staying with Nivedita in her school, and Holy Mother regularly went to see her. One day Gopal Ma said to her, Gopala, you have come. Look, you have sat on my lap all these days. Now you take me on your lap. The mother took Gopal Ma's head on her lap and caressed her affectionately. Shortly before Gopal Ma's death, Holy Mother went to her bedside. The saintly lady said feebly, Is it you, Gopala, who have come?
See, that lady also saw Sri Ramakrishna as Gopala, and even Sri Ramakrishna sat on her lap. And but she had this vision also that Sri Ramakrishna and Holy Mother not separate. That's why she addressed Holy Mother as Gopala. So like this, it's a wonderful life. Read her life. It's very nice. Okay.
Is it you, Gopala, who have come? And stretched out her hand. Holy Mother did not understand what she meant, but an attendant explained to her that Gopal Ma was looking upon her as Gopala and wanted to take the dust of her feet. Holy Mother was hesitant, but the attendant took the dust of the mother's feet with the corner of her cloth and put it on Gopal Ma's head. Holy Mother returned to her residence with a heavy heart.
See, this is very difficult to understand here. No, nobody takes dust of feet. But what we do? We do pranam and then take dust of that reverend self and put on our head. And some even eat a little. Holy Mother was junior and she was senior. But she asked her dust and ultimately Holy Mother had to give. So this is difficult to understand here, and in India it's reverential. And it's like Guru and Shishya. Disciple is asking Guru, no, Guru is asking disciple, like this. So such a difficult situation, but Mother graciously given that. Because she knew what she was. And she is. Mother has not passed away. She is very much here. Okay, next.
So, I mean, it's time, but we have like two
No,
paragraphs to go. So
only
we just
little is left.
okay. The end came at dawn on 8 July 1906. Gopal Ma was carried to the Ganges, where she breathed her last, touching the holy water. A monk bent over her and whispered in her ear the words that a Hindu loves to hear at the last hour. Om Ganga Narayana. Om Ganga Narayana Brahma.
Okay, so this is another custom. When last time comes and if he or she lives near Ganga, so her one body part will be merged in Ganga. So it's called Ganga Prapti. So that means the last departure also is very auspicious. Everything is so to divinize, and Ganga is liquid or fluid Brahman. That's why Narayana, Ganga, Om Ganga Narayana Brahma. Yes.
Laughter and tears are part of human life. All human beings encounter happiness and misery. Holy Mother experienced the pain of separation from her dearest ones, her husband, father, uncle, mother, brother, Abhay, disciple Yogananda, companion Gopal Ma, and others. But she continued her journey to fulfill her mission, holding her Yogamaya Radhu in her arms.
Yeah, Radhu is very, Radhu brought her mind to this world. Otherwise, she would always run. So we are grateful to Radhu. And, Radhu had many tantrums also. But it's good. Only mother was engaged. Okay, very good. And we are, we have to be respectful. She had to play that part so that mother remains in this world. Mother wanted to go back, but Sri Ramakrishna indicated, hold her. And mother held. Yeah. So we stop here. We have time. And this is the end of this chapter 18. Now Radhu. Okay, we'll say our prayer. Any Akshay, anything?
Yes,
Okay, please go ahead. Everybody waits
like
for your question. Okay,
like how can we remember God at time of death?
very good question. Okay, whatever you do repeatedly, that leaves a samskara, residual impression, right? Like verbal tick, somebody say, "Arey yaar," or you know, every time they'll say, you know. So these are called verbal ticks. Whatever we repeat over and over again, that leaves some impressions on us. That's why one should repeat God's name all the time. Now the question will become, how can we repeat all the time? Because we have so many duties to discharge. Okay, another way. Think that everything is God. So you are interacting with God. And whatever you are doing, offer that to God. Yat karoshi, whatever you do, yadashnashi, whatever you eat, yat juhoshi, whatever you sacrifice or offer, dadasi yat, whatever you donate, tat kurushvata, madarpanam. Offer that to me. So this way what will happen? All the good and bad effects will go away. And you are united with me. Okay, another thing, like you can think about, you are a child, a small child, and you are in the lap of mother. Mother, I don't know. And then weep to mother. Mother will take care. Okay, another way, Sri Ramakrishna would say two kinds of um, people are there. One is like a monkey who hold God. Another is like a kitten. Kitten does not know where to go, what to eat. So cat mother goes here and there, collects something and brings something, maybe fish, steals from somewhere and bring. And what the kittens do? Kittens only utter mew, 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 mew. So mother, 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 mother. So you, if you can do that, that also is good. Like sarvadharman parityajya mamekam sharanam brita. Leaving everything aside, uh, sarvadharman parityajya mamekam sharanam. Take refuge in me. Then what will happen? Aham tva sarva papebhya mokshayishyami mashite. Don't grieve. I will drive away all your bad karmas or sin or whatever. Because you are in me then. So this is the way. So we have to remember God in the midst of all our activities. We are interacting with God. So this way, if one practices, many people practice japam with breathing. So that's also another way. So many ways are there by which we can cultivate this to get ready for the final departure. So, and then, like knowledge, that's why another path is knowledge. What knowledge does? That everything is Brahman, Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma, or Aham Brahmasmi. That vichar, that's the path of um, uh, contemplation, vichar, path of contemplation. What it is not. Whatever we see, it is all seeming. The reality is within. So one has to cultivate that also. So various ways are there. Knowledge. Knowledge is one of the ways. And bhakti, devotion is another. And we can combine. As Swami Vivekananda said, each soul is potentially divine. We are already divine. We think ourselves that we are limited, we are contained in this small frame. So this is our mistake. That is why we cultivate knowledge also. Ah. So this way, if one cultivates, then one day it flashes, oh, I am that Brahman. But if someone does know, I don't want to care, I don't want that cogitation, I am submissive to mother, okay, that's also good. Okay. Or say like meditation, yoga, yogaschitta vritti nirodha. Stop all your thought process, thought waves. Then what remains is that. Or do karma. Karma in such a way you forget yourself. All the selfish work. And even selfish, this self you forget is this self. What remains is divine. So these are various paths are enumerated in our scriptures. Okay, so we'll say our prayer. Om
Okay.
Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tatsat. Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.
Swami,
Yes, whatever we read, whatever we enjoyed, now we are offered to Sri Ramakrishna. Yes, David.
I have one question. Why did they use bullock carts? Why didn't Holy Mother ride like in a horse carriage?
In a bullock cart that time, that the road was very bad that time. Lots of potholes and uneven, and that will go and that carriage will break there. So
Oh,
hardly think bullock cart.
so a horse could not travel it?
Horses were rare, and only wealthy people had horses, or in cities where the roads are somewhat good. But in villages, this is not road. It's like somehow people traveled, not dirt road even. Even if you remember, one time Sarada, then Swami Trigunaatitanandaji was leading the party of mother, and then mother was sleeping, and then a big pothole came. So he thought he'll lie down there, so that mother is not disturbed. And he was ready. By that time, mother woke up. Said, "What is going on?" And when she heard about this, she scolded a bit. I mean, mild scolding, not that. But she was so impressed. You know that her children are like that. These are, divine persons. So you have not seen, in Indian condition. Many times, they would cross the river, even they would have extra pair of cloth. They're totally wet, and the other side they would go and change the cloth like this. And Bengal is, full of rivers, full of water. That time it was really very hard. We cannot imagine even now. I have seen a little.
Bullock.
Eh?
No, I said the bullock carts are more comfortable than horse carriage for those roads.
Yeah, you can lie down in bullock cart.
Yeah, it's more, and it's heavy, so it's more comfortable.
Yeah.
I have seen.
Eh?
I have seen bullock
Yeah, yeah.
cart and those in the
Still it is
villages.
there. In India, you'll find everything. Even the wheels, that whole thing is a wheel, two sides. That also you'll
Yeah,
find.
yeah.
And the latest satellites also you'll find. So this is a very, very special country. We don't discard anything. Yes. No, 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 no. Before that. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much.
প্রণাম মহারাজ
Om
ঘুমিয়ে
Pur.
পড়ছি শুনছি
কি বলছেন?
বললাম ঘুমিয়ে পড়ছি তাও শুনছি 12টা বাজে
Okay. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Hari Om Tatsat Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. Jai Ma. That's why
জয়
we
মা
say Jai Ma. Glory to Mother. Victory to Mother.
Pranama.
Namaste.
Pranam Swamiji.
Victory to Mother.